What is that?
All praise be to Squishy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my show. Unfortunately, we are starting with a sad thing. If anybody's on social media, I'm pretty sure you already heard about this. Bray Wyatt just passed away at the age of 36. This is super sad. That was Brody Lee's cousin, if I'm not mistaken.
No, they were just close as brothers. Yeah.
Gotcha.
They part of NXT when he debuted, Harper was right there with him, or as we know, Brody Lee was right there with him through the thick and the thins. Like, they were literally like this.
Yeah.
So after Brody's passing, we kind of saw how difficult it was for Bray, or as we know him as Bray, but as Wyndham, it was really difficult for him to mentally, and he had a lot of mental health issues, as I truly believe that we all do,
right?
But this was, look, I was just telling you off air, man. I just tweeted it. And, I fell in love with his character as soon as he debuted in NXT and followed him all the way up until today.
Yeah.
So, and look, the Fiend character,
yes.
I don't give a damn what anybody says, man. He was one of my absolute favorite characters of all time. I will wholeheartedly always believe that he was meant to be the successor to the Undertaker, as in being captivating, and just the way his mind worked. It was truly incredible and so difficult for other people to understand, and I can relate to that on some levels. But look, the only thing we can really do is, remember the man for the gifts that he gave us, for the memories that he gave us. We all know that there was some personal things that came out public, but, to his kids, to his ex-wife, to his, widow now, JoJo, just, to all the family, the Wyndham, the Rotunda family, and the, I'm sorry, I'm mad, I'm blanking out, but they were cousins with oh God, it was another wrestling family. They were like cousins. It was the Rotundas. And sorry, my mind's everywhere. So, but anyways, to the whole family, man, our prayers and condolences, and rest in peace to whom I still, like I said, to this day believe is one of the greatest characters we've ever had in pro wrestling.
Yeah. Rip to Bray Wyatt, who unfortunately passed at a very, very young age, 36 years old. That's sad as all fuck. And I mean, that's not what the show is about, but I'd be amiss if I didn't mention it. It is horrible news. It is horrible news. I wish I would have followed him more. I had gone backwards and kind of been like, I was kind of waiting for his return, and the talk about him coming back. And I was like, finally, because I just got back into WWE, and I was like, I'm going to see Bray Wyatt and stuff. So this is really fucking awful. So
look, like I said, the only thing we can do is be thankful that we had him. Be thankful that we were able to, and for lack of a better term, shout out to Keith Lee, bask in his glory. But in all seriousness, he really gave us some of the greatest moments in the last 10 years. Him and Cena, that's something, just to go back, him and Cena, him and Orton, him and Bryan, oh my gosh, even as the Fiend, to me, all of his work as the Fiend, except for the whole red light thing, but that's neither here nor there right now. And I think I would like to go into a deep dive eventually, especially about Bray Wyatt and his character, because that was something I've been wanting to do. So,
and it's something you're gonna be able to do.
Oh, it's true.
And do you guys know why? And I mean, I'm jumping into this because we got to cheer ourselves up.
Yeah, do you know why?
Oh no, wait.
In a society where the digital world is intertwined with our own, comes the return of four brothers whose passion is unmatched. Marvel, Professor Stretch, StrykerDragoon, and Quiet Storm. They have returned to bring you what you crave most. The four corners of commentary are back.
So yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
So at 8:30 p.m., make sure you jump over. They are back. They took a nice little hiatus. And I have missed their show. It's so easy to jump into your show because it's like right after mine. So it's like,
right. Yeah, it's right there. I
can't forget. And if y'all know, my memory ain't that great. So whatever.
You know, not for any particular reason. You know,
not for any particular reason. You know, there's no reasons why.
It's terrible. You know.
Anyhow, so we're going to do the show a little differently today. I'm going to run right through what happened yesterday on Dynamite, like real fast, quick. And then we're going to jump into our favorite parts because so much happened yesterday.
So much.
And then we're going to talk about All In. First of all, I always ask people, what do you rate the Dynamite for yesterday? I gave it a solid 10 because it was just phenomenal to me.
I mean, I don't think anything's perfect. So it's hard for me to give it a 10. There was a lot that happened, but there was definitely some parts that I really didn't care about too much. And not for the wrestlers. You know how I feel. I appreciate all talent, most talent,
of course.
Except Del Shithead. But that's another story for another day. Alberto Del Rio, I hate him. I hate him so much. Alberto Del Rio, the one that used to date Paige. Soraya, yeah, gotcha, can't stand him, but neither here nor there. But I don't know. I guess I'll give it an 8. I'll give it a 8. I think that it wasn't a bad show by any means. I just think there was some things that was just kind of like, okay, like, all right, why is this happening? But
Courtney,
it is what it is.
That's okay. That's okay. The reason why mine jumped to a 10 is one of the things we're going to discuss going forward. But here comes the quick ass run through.
Let's go. Okay?
The show opened up. The bell did not ring. It was Guns and Juice Robinson versus Omega and the Young Bucks. Mayhem ensued. Jay White got involved. Konosuke Takeshita got involved. FTR got involved. There was no actual match, but it was a banger of an opener.
Yes.
That's how it started. MJF then spoke to Renee regarding his growing friendship with Adam Cole, which is one of the best things that is happening. Yes, baby. And then Moxley took on Rey Fenix, who unfortunately is not going to be at Wembley due to visa issues. He took a sick-ass pile driver.
Oh, I didn't know that was the actual reason.
That's the reason. Okay. That is the reason.
That sucks.
That is the best rating that Courtney has
ever given.
Yay! It's above a 5. All right. And Phoenix got put to sleep post-match. The BCC, Penta, and Eddie all showed up, including Ortiz. And then, boom! Santana is back. Well, we're going to talk about that in a minute. But that set up Stadium Stampede for All In. So we got the BCC, Santana and Ortiz versus Best Friends, Penta and Kingston.
Yep.
No.
5 on 5.
5 on 5. And to make it real special, they took Phoenix off in a stretcher. And
right. Look, if you're gonna sell it, you got to sell it right. You know,
right. You gotta be like,
look, you gotta do it right.
He's really injured, not. But anyway,
right.
The old members of JAS can't believe that Sammy is still sticking by Jericho after his Don Callis betrayal, but he is, because he's loyal. But we'll see where that goes. But this led to the contract signing between Chris Jericho and Will Ospreay for their All-In match, which I wasn't invested in at first, but after this promo, now I am. Ospreay killed his promo.
Yeah, he did. Always.
Didn't he?
Always, man. Bro, listen, he's about to get Americans saying that like crazy.
Oh, I say it all the time. I get He's just like, oh God, when did you turn British?
Stone, what are you doing, bro?
Yes, I'm always brubbing it around here. Thanks to Will.
That's hilarious.
But the most important, and if not the piece that stuck out to me the most about his promo, was he looked right into the camera and said that his NJPW contract is up. I think he said in 4 months. So will we be seeing 4 or 6 months?
Either way, Either way, soon. Yeah.
Very soon.
Very soon.
Will we be seeing him signing with Aussie Open at AEW? It could happen.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, look, the thing is, I had a conversation real quick. I had a conversation with my coworker, and there's ups and downs to every signing, right? AEW. The problem with AEW, I feel that is, here's the new shiny toy, and then a month and a half, that toy is no longer shiny.
Yes.
I don't think that they would treat Will Ospreay like he is not a main eventer.
Right.
But it does worry me a little bit. The WWE and he'll have a little more creative freedom with AEW. And travel and do his indies.
Yeah, he can still wrestle at NJPW if he wants.
Yeah, and I understand that that's important to him.
Yes.
What? E is not a bad look for the man. Yes. He just spoke about family. They are going to pay him. They will pay that man.
They are going to pay him.
And the possible matches, we can finally get Seth Rollins versus Will Ospreay.
No,
give it to me.
We could finally get Swerve versus Will Ospreay. I mentioned this in one of my other shows, and I was like, I need to see that.
Yeah.
I would need to see that. I mean, it's just, to me, Will Ospreay is one of the top 5 wrestlers. And so, this to me is just fucking incredible. But of course, as all signings do, they ended in a fight.
Right? For real. Jericho slapped the holy hell out that man.
It's the only way to fucking do it. Then Renee Paquette, who was very busy yesterday, she sat down with Adam Cole, baby, and he got 2 video packages, right? He got the first one. Dos. He got the first one where it's showing his blossoming friendship with MJF, but after all of that, then she said, but what about this? A whole bunch of real shady shit that he's done and said, with Roderick Strong and behind MJF's back. And he wasn't having it. He just looked at the camera. He was like, there's absolutely no issues between me and MJF. He was pissed off. He left the interview.
Listen, let's call a spade, okay? I will always be an Adam Cole fan. I was an Adam Cole fan from the moment I saw that man, baby. But I've also seen that man turn on people. I have seen that man absolutely destroy people.
Yes.
So
real quick.
I have a prediction, but
because I wanted to ask you this. This is something I was going to ask you.
What up?
Obviously, the MJF Adam Cole thing is not going to continue forever.
Yeah.
Who's gonna fuck up who? And I really think it's Bebe.
I also think Adam Cole is going to be the one to turn.
Yeah.
I also think the missus is coughing. It caught me off guard. So I definitely think Adam Cole is going to end up turning. I think MJF is kind of due for a face run.
Yes.
I don't think he's been as loved as he is now. And Adam Cole as a heel is one of the best versions we can ever get of Adam Cole.
Yeah.
So the question then becomes, who wins the match, right? But I know we'll get to that a little later.
Yeah, we're going to get into that because I have a couple of predictions regarding the All-In run.
Same.
This was another big deal that happened yesterday. Darby Allin and Nick Wayne took on AR fucking Fox.
The man.
What?
AR Fox is the man.
Swerve. Yo, AR Fox has moves that I possibly have never seen in my life. That I just like, he pulls them out. I'm like, that was sweet. Like yesterday, I was like, oh my God. Like, you know, I'm always shocked when I see him wrestling because he's so fucking good. And his pairing with Swerve was probably one of my favorite things that they've done for the Mogul Embassy. So when they split this motherfuckers up and they fucking fired him from the Mogul Embassy and let Nick Wayne get a pin on Fox, I was heated. Now, I heard it was visa issues also for AR Fox, which is why he can't make it to Wembley. He couldn't get a visa to get into the UK. And this is why Christian Cage has taken on the role of AR Fox,
the tag partner, right?
Exactly. So yes, he is, and I do believe that Nick Wayne's nose got broken.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that he was leaking real bad. I don't. Here's my thing, though. Even with the visa issues, and I understand, you know, to continuity, come up with a reason, blah blah blah. But to kick him out, like, like you just. Like, I understand back in the day when Booker T, you know, when it could be hot, but you know, and it could be, you know what I mean? Like, they could definitely come back next week. He come out with Darby and Nick and then jump them. Ha 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 ha. We got you.
Right.
Very possible. But I just don't see the point in making the man, if this is here to stay, I don't see the point of making the man part of the Mogul Embassy just to kick him off in what, a month, 3 weeks?
Yeah, just a few weeks.
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense, and I was really upset. But I know it was funny, but I really do think there might be a swerve involved in this because they're sneaky.
Yeah,
they're sneaky, and leave it to Swerve and Prince Nana to be sneaky. So I'm going to hold on to hope that AR Fox is not done with Swerve, or that Swerve ain't done with AR Fox, because that was such a beautiful pairing.
Yeah, it was good.
It was great. Renee sat down with FTR and the Young Bucks, and the Young Bucks persisted to cook FTR. Pretty much told them, y'all wouldn't even have a job if it wasn't for us. So
Cha-ching.
They just really cooked the shit out of, you know, FTR. And I don't know if this is because FTR is like really close to Punk. Like, I don't know. Like, I was just there putting shit together in my head, as I always do.
Right.
But it is what it is. And then the ladies went and had a whole bunch of I guess promos. So Storm, Sheeta, Soho, which I'm gonna get back to, and Blue all dropped promos. This BS about Ruby Soho coming for the TBS title, takes several fucking seats.
What do you mean?
No, she's not taking the belt. She's not taking the belt from.
I mean, I don't think she's gonna take it. No, but I mean, I'll take the match. Give it to me.
Whatevs.
But you know what? This was one of those situations that I was kind of like, I don't really know, because okay, I understand the need or the point to her, you know, beating her up and then going, hey, I'm coming for that title. Fine.
Right.
But hey, Ruby, no ho. Because you gotta say it like that. No ho.
Because that's what I call it.
Terrible.
I know, I'm terrible.
It's like what Jamie Foxx said about J-Lo. He was like, I remember when she was just, hey ho. But I will say that I dislike the fact that they just gave the women packages. I kind of wished one or two of them were there. Like, hell is her name? Toni Storm came out, but then she went back, and I was like, all right, so we got a 3-second appearance by Toni Storm, and nobody else was there. Nope. You know, or at least not, you know, not in the ring, right? Not in the state.
Already in London,
which makes sense. You know, and honestly, let's be honest, most of the people are probably there already. Yeah. You know, who wants to be jet lagged and, you know, going over to England? That's a 7-hour flight.
That's a
but like I said, I just I don't know, something about it rubbed me the wrong way.
You know, because it's always like the ladies come as an afterthought. So that's the problem I have. And even with Ruby Noho going after the TBS title, there was no build up to that. There wasn't.
Yeah, but you know what? We also don't know when the match is. So
okay.
So it could they could build it up. But maybe. With her being a with Statlander being the fighting champion that she has been, yes, sir, life is far too short. Shout out to Stretch. If y'all don't know, that's one of my brothers on the Four Corners of Commentary. We'll be on at 8:30, youtube.com/Council of Commentary. Thank you.
Links in the description.
Links in the description. But you know what? I will say this. I you know, as also with the mental health podcast, I would be remiss to not say this out loud. Remember, we aren't promised tomorrow. Be good to yourselves and each other. Make sure you say "I love you" to your loved ones, friends, family. Doesn't matter. Tell them you love them. Men, especially. Yes. It is not any type of wrong or sad or whatever the case may be. It is just real. Showing emotions are okay. And telling your brothers, telling your friends that are males that you love them, there's nothing wrong with it. I do it every day.
Yeah.
But back to the show.
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, not at all. But back to the show. He so you know, it depends. Love your court. It all depends on how it plays out.
Right. We'll see, because you're right. If they do the build up now until the match, then fine. But if this is just like her going, I'm going for the TBS championship, here it is, and then boom, we get a match, I'm gonna be upset, because that's not how they do the men.
Yeah, and knowing them, they'll do something like, oh, we'll do it on Rampage this Friday, and it's like, nah, these are two actually established people. Give them a storyline.
Put them on Collision or Dynamite. Stop throwing them to Rampage. It always seems like the greatest matches go on Rampage. It just makes no sense for the women.
Because they want the viewership. It's too bad that it's at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Well, Eastern Standard Time.
That time frame sucks. That time frame sucks. I have to agree. But anyway, Ruby Soho took on Sky Blue and beat her. Roderick Strong and the Kingdom had a... What you said?
Cakey Blue.
Icky Blue?
Cakey. Cake.
Oh, Cakey Blue. Oh, she does have cakes. She does have cakes. When I met her in person, she wasn't as cakey.
Oh, maybe it was the jeans. Maybe it was the jeans.
No, she got more cakey with the years. So.
Oh, I bet you. Sorry. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna be mature. I will be mature.
No worries. No worries. This is my show. You know, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you right.
Look at his face. He's so stupid. I thought Strong was going to have more things to say, but he simply said that after All In, we will see who the real MJF is and who the real Adam Cole is. And I think he's right, though. Yeah. Yep. Oh, Billy Gunn reunited with the Acclaimed. He said he's not coming as daddy ass, though. He's coming as badass. They're coming for the trios belts from House of Black.
Look, Billy Gunn can't say it anymore because, you know, they got that trademark and cease and desist, but I'm going to say it for him. Suck it.
They got it. What? He can't say it.
Yeah, they can't say suck it because they can't say suck it because they when the Bucks was doing it, when it was part of Bullet Club still and doing all of that stuff, they WWE sent the cease and desist letter. Yep.
Well then.
Yep.
The two conglomerates fighting.
Wild.
It's really wild, but it gives us great competition, makes the shows better because they're fighting against each other. So it's good for the fans.
Absolutely.
The main event was Aussie Open, Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis versus Matt and Jeff Hardy. Aussie Open obviously won. This was for the Ring of Honor belts, but post-match, Kyle and Mark claimed that there's no way MJF and Adam Cole will be winning those belts at All In. They are running themselves at 0 hour. So we could just, but before that happened, before the show ended, MJF and Adam Cole did run into the ring. There was a tiff in there. They were fighting. And then at one point, Mark Davis was out of the ring and they had Kyle Fletcher to themselves. MJF helped Kyle Fletcher. And Adam Cole was going to give him a super kick, but Kyle ducked, and that super kick was going to hit MJF in the face. He grabbed Adam Cole's, and there was a little bit of confrontation. They have a hate, yeah, right.
He was like, I saw you, brother man.
Right. They got this love and hate relationship. And, MJF turned around and he started putting on the diamond ring, and then he changed his mind and they hugged it out. So that is how the show ended. What was your favorite part of Dynamite yesterday?
One specific part? Jeez. I would say, okay, so I would always say, well, not always, but I would say the MJF Adam Cole stuff is gold. Yeah, no pun intended, because the Bullet Club gold. But honestly, seeing Santana come back, which I know I kind of took your shine on that one, but honestly, you and I, look, since we met, you know what I mean? We've always been behind Santana and Ortiz about giving them their damn tag titles, about doing everything that you need to do for the tag team. But seeing him come back, first off, them calling him Bo Dallas cracked me the hell up. That's number one. Okay. That's, that was like, cause I saw it on Twitter and I was like, Bo on AEW, really? And then I watched it today because I didn't watch it last night. So I watched it today and I was like, oh, that's Santana. Oh, he does look like Bo Dallas. That's weird.
So ripped.
Yeah, he was working out well. But I'm happy that, whatever issues he was going through is, hopefully water under the bridge.
They're done. They put a picture together. They're in London.
No, that's a 5 year ago picture.
Oh, that's 5 year ago.
Yeah.
Well,
so
he wouldn't have put that up unless that they're good.
No. Yeah, no, absolutely. And I will say this, from what I've seen from his Twitter feed today, he's very much me. So I think with the new entrance, with the Santana, with the way his Titan was, he's definitely coming back mainly as a singles competitor. So I think I'm just really excited to see what he does as a singles competitor, who he wrestles, what feuds he has. There's a lot of story, and we both know, we know that he has a lot of emotion.
Yes.
And can't wait to see what that New Yorker comes out with.
Yes, because I'm a New Yorker.
I mean, I'm a New Yorker, so
we're like sitting here like, I honestly, that was my favorite part too. I did jump out of my seat as much as I could.
Yeah. As much as I could.
Much as I could. And
like, oh shit.
My dog was shocked to hell, which I don't know why he still gets shocked when I'm watching wrestling and I jump up or I scream or
you scared the hell out of him.
He's just like,
poor Falcon. You disrespecting him, man. Like, he just wants to survive and eat kibble. Like, you.
Yeah, well, that dog does not eat kibble. He eats cooked food. But anyway, that's a story for another day.
I believe it. I believe that shit.
It's my fur baby. I take very good care of that dog.
She said, "Oh, you want a T-bone today?" I was like, "I don't even get a T-bone. What you mean?" Like,
he gets.
Damn.
Yeah, we'll get into. Yeah, that's a listen. I need another bank account for that dog. Anyway, my favorite. When I saw that, when the music hit, I was like, when I saw Ortiz, I went like that.
Yeah, same.
And when the fucking music hit, I was like, ah, shit. And I just was like, yes, I was yelling at my TV. Absolutely. I was so happy. I was so fucking happy. I'm still happy. My favorite moment of the whole night, my least favorite, you first.
Ooh, least favorite. Probably the fact that the women weren't on the show like that. I think this is a four-way for the AEW women's title. Like, how do you not have at least one of them wrestle?
I know. Yeah, that's right. Because Ruby and Sky are not part of that.
Yeah, I don't know. It gets to me.
Maybe they were trying to stop them from getting injured at this point.
It's possible, but it makes sense. You know, this is the highest card, the highest ticket sales since WrestleMania 34, I think. I could be wrong, but apparently from what everybody is saying, don't know how true it is because, you know, everybody's saying it, who knows, but if this is the highest ticket sales of any wrestling show ever, yeah, you want to make sure that everybody is healthy, gets enough sleep, make sure they're, you know, make sure they eat well. You know, it's bad enough with the visa issues.
Right.
So they're going to do everything. I don't blame them for trying to do everything they can to make sure that their show goes off, you know, quote unquote, without a hitch.
Gotcha. Yeah. My least favorite part was AR Fox being fired from the Mogul embassy. But again, we got to wait and see if that was a swerve or not. Now,
right. All pun intended.
All every last one of those puns were intended. So here comes some all-in questions. Do you know all the matches that are happening at all?
Yes, I was going over it this morning, actually.
Sweet. So, yes, that fucking sucks, Lou.
It's stupid.
It fucking sucks. Why isn't the TBS champion defending her belt at All In? Anyway.
Well, I mean, I want to know why she needed to qualify for it.
Oh, you talking about Sheeta?
Oh, I was. Sorry. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the TBS belt because the women's belt is.
I mean, honestly, at this point, I would assume that the TBS championship at least should be on All Out.
They better put it on All Out at least. I mean, I know they got to save some things for the next pay-per-view.
Yeah,
which is back to back. I don't know how I'm going to afford that.
I mean, think about it too, right? There's a couple championships that aren't being defended at All In, but you know, with the TBS championship already, I'm sorry, the TNT championship. That's at All Out
though. The TNT
right, that's at All Out. I would assume the TBS championship would be All Out. I would put the international, right? No.
Yeah.
Okay, the international championship at All Out, and then you know what we'll get to at the end. But
yeah, because Orange Cassidy, who is the champ for the international belt, he's in the Stadium Stampede.
Yes.
So your most anticipated All In match.
Oh, come on. It's the main event. I don't think there's any, I don't even think that's a damn argument. It has to be the main event.
For me, it's the Stadium Stampede. And then the main event, which is Adam Cole versus MJF. You have to understand, I'm a Stadium Stampede lover.
I get it.
I love those fucking matches. But yes, I can see why the main event would be yours and probably most people's most anticipated. It has been such a build with those two.
Yes, absolutely.
Your least anticipated All In match.
Oh man. I don't know how many people are going to dislike me for this. But I'm not too crazy about the coffin match.
Thank you.
I don't, you know, once again, conversation today at work, but he brought up a good point. It's, you know, and I actually looked through Darby's match history. He's never lost one. But not only that, but he had the one in 2022. No, he had the one in 21, and then he had 2 in 22, and this would be his 4th in AEW. Undertaker didn't even have that many casket matches that fast. So, you know, and he made the shit famous. So
it's true. He's climbing Mount Everest next year. Darby.
Yo, crazy.
So they gotta get it out of. They gotta get it all out of.
Yeah, like, and you know, whoever forbid. But seriously, I just, and the other thing, I love Sting. I appreciate Sting. And everything that man has ever done. I love Joker Sting, and if you watch TNA, you know Joker Sting is fucking great.
Yes,
and I know he's retiring soon.
Yes,
so he's trying to pump out these matches. I know he said we're not going to see him and Darby, which is fine.
Right,
I don't have an issue with that. Plus, I think Darby's a little too reckless to wrestle Sting anyway. The way he just the way he throws his body around, you know. I don't think
he's not gonna have a long wrestling career. He's not.
Oh, let's.
He's not.
Yeah,
he's not.
It's sad, and he still does a lot of the.
He's gonna be injured.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm with you. I'm just not. It sucks to say, but I just don't care. I don't care. I don't care that you're having a casket match. You could have did that shit on Rampage or Collision.
Right.
Like I don't care. I'm
with you there. Yeah. Least anticipated match is also the coffin match for me, and my reasoning behind it, because anything with Swerve in it, I really want to see, but yes. The problem is that I can't see Darby losing a coffin match. He's always won the coffin matches. So to me, it's like, I already know what's going to happen as far as the end result. And that doesn't make it very interesting for me.
Well, and here's the thing, right? So hypothetically, right? Let's play Booker for a second.
Right.
If Darby wins on Sunday, he loses the following Sunday. If he loses on Sunday, he wins the following Sunday.
I kind of feel like he's going to win.
I don't think they're going to do that for him.
I do think they're going to do that for him, because I think that they're getting ready to take that TNT belt off of Luchasaurus. Pointless. Or Christian Cage or whoever the fuck is the
pointless.
Right. And
I love Christian, and I enjoy Luchasaurus's work, but this is pointless.
It is
them having the TBS title or the TNT title is dumb.
It's and
not when you have the international title with the way Cassidy has been defending that, and I wouldn't even be surprised if the man is legitimately hurt somehow.
Yeah, because he's been, how many fucking defenses has he had just this year alone? It's crazy. So yes,
30 something like.
So yes, a lot. So the TNT belt, it needs to go to somebody who will put some type of value on it. So I can't see him losing a coffin match, and I can't see him losing the TNT match. I guess we're gonna see.
Yeah, I think it's either that or you combine the titles. Like it's at this point, unless you're going to make the TBS title worth it, because right now it just doesn't seem like it's worth even chasing.
The TNT title?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You said a TBS channel.
Oh, my fault.
It's all good.
Stupid channels. Can we get a Cartoon Network title? Like, come on.
Yeah, it's so funny. Okay. Does Shida walk out champ?
I think it's 50-50. I think there's a strong possibility. I know you don't like that answer. I know there's a strong possibility that she could win.
Sriracha's gonna win.
But she's home. There's no way they are not. Like, it's so hard to not see her walk away with that title.
I just don't want to see that.
Just for the pop.
I don't want to see that. But hey, whatever. I don't want to see it. Honestly, I'm gonna be watching, but I don't want to see it. Right. And if and I get the whole point. But I feel like Shida has been owed a championship run in front of crowds. Yes. And it seems like every time she's in front of a big crowd, she loses the belt. She was the fucking pandemic champion, because what they're calling her. And the first show with a crowd, she lost the belt, the brand new belt, to Britt Baker. And here we go. Finally, big ass fucking crowd. Makes sense to me that Shida would end up still as champ, and you're just gonna give it to Sriracha because they happens to be in London.
Give it to Sriracha. I can't.
I agree with Courtney. That is a shitty fucking way to do Shida.
It is, absolutely.
I'm not cool with that. If that was the point for Shida to just lose the belt in a month, then they should have just given it to somebody else. That wouldn't hurt so much if they took it from them and then give Shida a proper run. That's how I feel about that.
Absolutely.
Does the Adam Cole MJF friendship break up at all in?
I think it's only right. The way they're teasing it, I feel like they're making it too obvious, which is killing me. And but I also know how from seeing these two perform in other promotions, I also feel that, you know, what's the best way to get the most heat right now? You know, the best way to do it is to have one of the guys of a current tag team that is beloved throughout, you know, the AEW galaxy, as a Cool Hand would say. You know, but look, and Adam Cole, he's a wonderful face. I love Adam Cole as a face, but that man reads Randy Orton to me. That man reads Triple H to me. That man reads Ric Flair to me. He is a much better heel than he is a face. Okay. My question is, does he win?
Okay, so with that in mind, you know they're going for the Ring of Honor Championship tag belts.
Yes.
At 0 hour. How does that then fit in to their breaking up as friends if they actually win those tag belts?
So I don't know if you was watching at this point, but at one point, WrestleMania 30, no, not 30, WrestleMania 20, oh God, 4, I want to say. I think that was Ford Field. Shawn Michaels and John Cena was the main event, and they were tag champions at the time. They had either won the week before. I believe they won the Raw before that WrestleMania. Okay. And they wrestled. Shawn Michaels lost, and then Shawn Michaels was also the reason why they lost the tag titles. I believe that Raw or the Raw after, something like that. Mm-hmm. The thing is this. The heartbreak, or, you know, here's another good point too. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, as we know, is Jon Moxley.
Yes.
When the day that Roman came out and told everybody that he had leukemia,
right?
Those two won the tag titles and did the swerve, because there was supposed to be a swerve that night anyway. But and from my understanding, Triple H gave them a choice, and they were like, "No, let's do it tonight. It will bring out more emotion from the crowd." They won the tag titles, and then wonk, dirty deeds. So there is something special about being tag champions and main eventing a pay-per-view. If that does happen, my question is this: if they were to win the tag titles, do they hold the swerve until the following Dynamite?
If they win the tag titles, I see MJF retaining the AEW men's belt.
Absolutely.
And see the breakup being held until the next pay-per-view, not All Out, Full Gear.
Okay.
With a slow crack, like slow cracking, and then they'll lose the tag titles. That's what I think is going to happen.
I can see
that.
To
be honest. They're red hot. They everything they do is so entertaining. I don't think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, if I was Tony Khan, drop that ball just yet.
Yeah.
But that's just me. And the last all-in question for you: is there someone who you wish was showing up at Wembley, but unfortunately can't be there?
Like in general?
Yeah, like match-wise from the roster.
Oh, okay. I was like, there's a lot of people.
I could pick anybody from this.
Like, no, listen, you know, in this big ass head, I got some useless knowledge for you, girl. No. But oh God, who from AEW would I like to see on the card that isn't on the card? It's difficult. Samoa Joe's on the card.
Yes, he is, against Punk for the fake title.
That's a whole nother conversation. I don't know who you're gonna have that with, but they give that man both titles, I'm gonna be mad as shit.
Yeah, he shouldn't have it.
CM Punk should not have both titles.
No, he shouldn't.
But Hobbs, but he's on All Out, so I'm not really.
That's right,
I'm not really worried about him. I don't know, honestly. I don't really. I don't know. I guess I never thought about it. I'm like racking my brain of like the whole roster.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking injury wise. Like for me, Hater and Pac, I would have loved to see them.
Oh, very true. Very true. Pac definitely in his home country. I would just keep it on and keep the volume low. You know, give her those views, man. Yeah, you know what? I think honestly those two would probably, you know, now I'm thinking about it, that fits. Obviously, you know, Phoenix and AR Fox, you know, like
obviously,
you know, that's new news.
Right.
Oh, you know what? Jack Perry.
Really?
I'm surprised he's not on the card.
I'm
honestly.
Happy.
Really?
I don't care.
Why?
Because he's just not doing it for me.
Okay.
I'm at the point where I'm like, if 3 months went by and I didn't see him wrestle, I wouldn't be like, hey, where's Jack Perry? I'd have been like, oh yeah, I forgot about him. That would be my reaction.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough. Fair enough.
Just being honest.
But you know what? Look, I would say this, right? Regardless of how people might feel, the man is an amazing worker. He works well with everybody. And I think he has, you know, he would have a very strong showing there.
I'm sure. Who said that? Are you making this up?
Yeah.
You making this up, Lou?
Well, here's the thing. Remember, he's supposed to be quote unquote retiring the FTW championship on Collision or on Rampage or some shit. So who, you know, who knows what's about to happen?
Who knows? You're right. Who knows? But
and Brian and Danielson. That's the other one.
I know StrykerDragoon would have said Brian Danielson right away.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because that's what his.
No, for sure. I feel like I'm doing him a disservice by not saying him right now.
Yeah, but he, you know, he has a broken forearm. So, are you sure, Lou? Are you making this up? I want to know the truth. But anyway, we have gotten to the point of the show where I have to ask you some really funky questions. I have 4 questions, but you only have to do 2. So I want you to pick 2 numbers from 1 to 4. And, you know, you'll also get a bonus. Okay. You also get a bonus.
Oh, right. Okay. 1 to 4. Let me think. I'm going to say 3. And I'm going to say 1.
Okay. So you picked your own stuff. So here we go. Oh shit. So it is the hot seat time. So before we move on, Lou said he's 100% sure that's happening at 0 hour. Okay.
Got you.
Okay. So here we are. Yeah, you're gonna be big, not me.
Oh, damn.
All right.
Don't look at me.
You picked 1 and 3, and I will tell you they're all nasty questions. I'm very sorry.
Jesus, Jesus Monte Cristo.
So here you go. You probably picked one of the ones that weren't as bad, but here we go. Yes. Would you rather have a leech attached to your eyeball or to your privates for 12 hours straight?
What? All right. What? All right. Well, considering I like my eyes, and I mean, I could barely see out of them.
You don't like your privates?
No, I love them. We like that. We like this. Well, I mean, think about it, right? I'm a man. Blood flows that way.
They will be very well fed.
Oh, they'll be fed. They'll be fed, all right. How long did you stay? 12 hours?
12 hours straight.
I'm staying in bed. Just watching mad porn. like there's nothing else to do at that point. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Privates?
Yeah, I guess.
You gotta pick one.
That's terrible. Yeah, pirate. Sure. Leech on my dick.
He said that's terrible. You picked it.
It's like corn, not freak on the leash. Leech on my dick. Like that's terrible. Fucking terrible.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Here's number 3. You picked it. Would you rather lick someone's dirty armpits or in between someone's dirty toes?
Oh, armpits all day. No questions asked. Really? I don't do feet. I don't do feet. I don't want to look at them. I don't want to touch them. I don't want them on me. I'm not massaging them. I'm not licking them. I don't want them nowhere near my feet. Near my face. Give me them big ass like Dexter's mom yellow kitchen gloves, and I got you.
Are you
outside
serious?
of that? Yep. Blame my mother.
I've met only like 2 people like you in my whole life that are completely like disgusted by feet, no matter how clean they are, how pedicured they are.
Feet are terrible. Feet are fucking nasty. There's more sweat on your feet than anywhere else on your body. I'm fucking good. I'm good.
All right. Okay. You passed the hard questions.
You about to make me throw up on your show.
I didn't know that feet. Okay. Good to know that. So your bonus question. Look at you. You're having are you okay, sir?
No. I think I'm having hot flashes. All right.
Look at them dirty ass toes in between. Where the toe jam is.
Where's my bag? Babe, let me get a plastic bag, please.
That's so funny. I didn't know.
It's terrible.
Some people love feet.
Yeah.
All right.
Give me armpits all day. I don't care. I'll rub my whole face in it if I got to. Just
Courtney's like, please stop.
I'm being honest with you, man.
It's so nasty. All right, here we go. Here's your bonus question. If you had the choice to live up until you're 80, but never accomplish anything you really wanted to do and deal with a lot of misery and sadness, but be in perfect health, or live for one more month but accomplish all your dreams and be happier than you've ever been, which one would you choose?
Live till 80. And the reason that is because of my little girl.
Oh.
There's no way that I can know that I only have a month and not be able to watch her grow up.
Oh, that's so sweet.
There's and honestly, look, let call a spade, right? There's a lot of people in life that thank you, Anika. There's a lot of people in life that aren't able to accomplish their dreams or
right.
reach their high goals. And look, I'll keep it a stack, right? I haven't been able to do it yet. So, who knows what life is going to bring, but the
right.
thought of not being able to be around for my little girl, to not because of protection, but just to watch the woman that she becomes,
right?
To see to watch her laugh and play and spend time with her mom and my mom and my sister and just family, and just me having that daddy-daughter connection, because we also know there's a lot of kids who don't have that chance, especially in the States. So I couldn't live making a decision to only be around for one more. Like, our birthday month is coming up. Like, I can't, you know what I mean? Like, you turn 9 and then go. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, that's deep. So I like your answer.
Yeah, well,
it's hard to decide when you don't have children, but when you have something to live for, You take it, I think, however which way you can.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we have come to the end of our show, but before we get out, real quick things. Firstly, tomorrow is Courtney's birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
So happy birthday to Courtney. But at 8:30 p.m., make sure you guys jump right into the Four Corners of Commentary's YouTube channel. They are back tonight from a short hiatus, and I am so happy that they are back. I will jump in there. I will say hello. And also, if you can support my sis Court, she also is going to be on tonight around 9-ish at the Blood Entertainment Network. I'm running two things simultaneously so that I can be on both shows because I want to support as much as I can.
There you go.
But if you don't know how to get to the Four Corners of Commentary, the links are in the description. People, it's been a great show. I'm going to let you go because I know you got to go prepare.
Yeah.
And thank you guys in the chat. Hit that like if you haven't. And I'll see you in.
Don't forget, love you guys. Stay positive, please. And tell somebody you love them, man.
Yes. And there's a number in the description for people who need help. That's the first thing you're going to see is a helpline. So, all right, y'all. It's been great. It's been nice. Be safe, y'all. Bye. Peace.